Hello, good morning. How are we doing? We are 2 minutes early today, so we shall wait. We decided to. Oh, okay. There are two peacocks. Number three. So there are three peacocks on my terrace today. I'll just check if the stream is working fine. Yep. What color are you dressed up today? I would love to see your pictures. See, I have all the colors in this frame. Green at the back, red and white is what I'm wearing. I'm having some warm water with a squeeze of lime and some pepper and salt. We shall begin at 7:05. So let's wait for 3 more minutes. I saw a couple of you voted for white color and red color. Send your pictures if you're comfortable. I would love to see you practice. So we'll be trying few balancing asanas today. One of them would be today is going to be the first time that we'll be attempting Pakasana, the crow pose, the very first pose of arm balance. So we'll try to attempt that. And apart from that, we will be trying few other poses like Navasana, Halasana, and Sarvangasana. So any of them where you feel like, oh yeah, I did that very well, and I feel like capturing myself and maybe having that in your memory box, maybe you can, capture yourself, and if you feel comfortable, you can share it on the group or maybe post it on your Insta and tag me, whatever you like. I just want to create more interaction. I want to meet you guys, even if I can't meet physically. I want to meet you guys virtually and create a bond here. A minute more and we shall begin. It is cold outside, and this is more like a thin winter layer. So I'm enjoying this dress up because it is also giving me some warmth along with the Christmas vibes. For those who are celebrating, I wish you a beautiful day ahead. I wish you get time to spend with your family and enjoy these festivities. Now, let's go to the mat and begin the class. Like always, we start the class with some prayer. I turn off the artificial light. Let the natural light do the work. Yeah, I think it's fine. I have the mic on. Yes. Sometimes I wonder, what if I didn't keep the mic on, and what if I kept the mic inside the room? So, yeah, coming up on your mat, sitting up in nice and comfortable position, either Sukhasana or Vajrasana, whatever feels comfortable to you, choose that position. आपको जिस भी पोजीशन में कंफर्टेबल फील हो, सुखासन या वज्रासन, आप उस पोजीशन में बैठ सकते हैं. क्योंकि हम इसके बाद ब्रेथ वर्क करने वाले हैं, तो यहाँ पे हम कुछ 5-10 मिनट जितना रुकेंगे. तो चूज अ पोजीशन जो आपको ज़्यादा कंफर्टेबल लगे. हैंड्स इन चिन मुद्रा on top of your knees, eyes closed, with a gentle smile on your face, keeping the spine straight, chin parallel to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Nice deep breath in. And for prayer, let's chant Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhur Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhur Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Absorbing all the beautiful energy that prayer creates, all the positive vibes around. Inhale, exhale, all the tension out. Let's start the class with some breathing, with some breath work, which is going to be, the bird sound is beautiful, right? For today's breath work, we have box breathing. So in box breathing, sitting in the same position, hands also stays in the same position. We breathe for a count of 4. The breathe cycle looks like so. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. तो साइकिल कुछ ऐसे दिखेगी. 4 के काउंट पे श्वास को अंदर लेंगे, 4 के काउंट पे श्वास को रोकेंगे, 4 के काउंट पे श्वास को एक्सेल करेंगे और 4 के काउंट पे फिर से होल्ड करेंगे. तो ऐसे करके एक साइकिल होगी. ठीक है, ऐसे हम 10 साइकिल करेंगे. तो 10 राउंड में आगे के जो 5 राउंड है उसमें हम 4 का काउंट लेंगे. उसके बाद के जो 5 राउंड है उसमें वी विल टेक 6 का काउंट इफ़ यू आर कंफर्टेबल. ठीक है, अगर आप कंफर्टेबल फील करो तो हम काउंट को थोड़ा सा बढ़ाएंगे, because we want to work on our breath capacity and breathe more deeply. We will increase the count of last 5 rounds by 6. Let's begin. I'll give you the counting for first 3 rounds and then we shall continue on our own. Closing your eyes, sitting up with spine tall. Take a nice deep breath in to begin the round. Exhale. Let's begin the round. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. You can choose to keep your eyes closed for better focus here. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, for the last round that I give counting, I'll count slowly and you can choose to do that in the further round on your own. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now from here, I want you to count on your own and I'll join you in the practice, okay? Let's count on our own. Sitting in the same position, let's begin round 4, keeping the eyes closed here. Just focus on your breath. Let's begin round 4. Maintaining that equal length of counts in each round that you practice. Once you're done with round number 5, I want you to start doing six count of 6 now. Only if your body feels comfortable. अगर आपको कहीं भी uneasy feel हो रहा है या फिर चक्कर जैसा लग रहा है, so you can feel free to breathe normally. Otherwise, you can join me in count of 6. One more round at your own pace before we finish box breathing. Exhale all the air out here. From here, let's do some neck stretches. Let's do some mobility work. So, let's do the side to side neck stretch. Gaze towards the right side. Gaze in the center. Gaze to the left. Right, center, and left. Right, center, and left. From here, up and down. Chin goes down. Gaze goes down. Up, down. Keep breathing normally here. Let's do some neck circles now. And then switch directions. Slow and easy circles. And relax. Let's stretch out our wrist because we'll be trying arm balancing pose. It's really essential to kind of have a good and stable wrist. Arms in front, rotate your wrist. I can hear tuck tuck sound in my wrist. And then reverse the direction. We want to have a calm mind in today's class because balance really improves when your mind is calm and also your core is tight. If your core is tight, you're going to have a great balance. Let's stretch our shoulders. Nice and easy. Keeping the shoulder away from the ear here and really hugging the tricep in with your elbows pushing inwards. Switch sides. Open your arms wide out and let's make circles here, creating a nice strength and warming up your hands here. Strong hands, strong body, and strong balance. Maybe imagine yourself flying in a crow position. Your body is floating and your hands are strong enough to hold them. Now reverse the direction. Now from here, let's stretch the spine, keeping the right hand on the left knee. Open up the chest on the side, on the left side, and use this right hand at the back of your body. Feeling a nice opening in your chest. Chest is not slouching, chest is nice and lifted here. Wide chest, spine is twisting. Maybe you can gaze at the back shoulder here. From here, circle your arms up and above and then place the left palm onto the right knee. Left palm goes at the back and open up your chest here. Gaze towards your shoulder. Gaze towards your left shoulder. Creating a nice length in your spine, in your chest. And release. Lateral stretch. Slide the right palm onto the floor and bending onto the left side. Open up the left hand in the air, parallel to the right palm. Creating a nice length in your side body, feeling a nice stretch into the laterals. Let's do on the left side. Slide your left palm slide your left palm on the floor. Body bends towards the left side and right hand reaches over and above, almost parallel to your left palm, creating a nice length here in your chest. Chest is not slouching like so, chest is nice and lifted. Okay, let's do some strength. Let's do some core activation. Coming into a tabletop position. पहले हम कुछ कोर को एक्टिवेट करने की प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. Coming into tabletop position. And from here, I want you to lift off your knees. जो आपके घुटने हैं उसको बस हल्का सा, बस एक एकदम थोड़ा सा डिस्टेंस, इतना सा डिस्टेंस दूर रखना है, ज़्यादा ऊपर नहीं लेना है. And hold here. You can keep the toes tucked for a stable balance. You can see my body is straight here. I can feel the weight of my body on the palms, on the legs. Hold here for a count of 5. घुटने जितने ज़मीन से ज़्यादा पास होंगे उतना अच्छा है, उतना ज़्यादा आपका कोर एक्टिवेट होने में मदद रहेगा. 4, 3, 2 and 1. अभी जो सेम पोजीशन है उसमें हम साइड ट्विस्ट करेंगे. ठीक है, लेट्स डू साइड ट्विस्ट. सो यू आर इन अ बेयर होल्ड. नीज जो है वो ऊपर है, घुटने ऊपर है. एंड देन बेंड योर हिप्स गोज टुवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट साइड, इस तरीके से. ओके, हिप्स गोज क्लोजर टू द फ्लोर, यू आर बेंडिंग. एंड देन hips goes towards the right side, closer to the floor, you're bending. And then switch to the opposite side, left and right, rotating your hips. Knees are not going too much away. जब घुटने सेंटर में आ रहे हैं तब वो ज़मीन के करीब रहेंगे. ओके, so you're not moving your body too much up here. Body ज़मीन के करीब रहेगा. We're just twisting our body side to side with your hips. One more round. Right and left. Now from here, let's do opposite palm and opposite toe lift. So same bear position में. I hope your core is getting activated here. Same bear hold position में हम opposite hand यानी कि left palm और right toe को ऊपर लेंगे and then switch sides. Right palm and left toe को ऊपर लेंगे. Let's keep switching here. घुटने जमीन से करीब रहेंगे. Keep breathing. Just a small lift, maybe an inch away, not more. See if your body is able to balance this. Very nice. Coming back. अभी ये जो सेम दो एक्सरसाइज हमने स्टार्ट की, ट्राई की, उसी को मिला के देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज साइड किक थ्रू इन एनिमल फ्लो. तो हम वो अटेम्प्ट करेंगे. ठीक है. उसके लिए हमें क्या करना है, हम जो हिप जो है वो उस तरफ लेके जाएंगे, द ऑपोजिट साइड, लेफ्ट साइड, एंड वी विल लिफ्ट अप आवर लेफ्ट palm. I'll show you how it looks like. Bear hold and hip goes closer to the left. Hip rotates on the left side and closer to the floor. अभी क्योंकि हम लेफ्ट साइड बेंड कर रहे हैं तो हम हाथ जो है वो राइट वाला ऊपर लेंगे एंड देन वी विल जो लेग नीचे की तरफ है वो वाला लेग हम आगे की तरफ स्ट्रेच करेंगे एंड हैंड गो समथिंग लाइक दिस, साइड किक थ्रू. फॉर नाउ heels to the ground, side kick through on the right, side kick through on the left. Opposite side hip bend होगा और जो लेग है वो नीचे वाला जो लेग है वो बाहर की तरफ पुश होके आएगा. Now if you feel strong and if you feel like challenging your balance, तो यहाँ पे same position में I want you to keep heels off the floor. You see my heels are off the floor, closer to the floor but not on the floor. Heels off the floor. You will feel it in your wrist. Wrist पे काफी वजन सा लगेगा, but it's absolutely fine. You are strong. One more, each side. To the left. Hip as close. Heel is hovering slightly, just an inch off the floor. And coming back. Resting in. Well deserved child's pose. You can catch your breath here. And we shall do some wrist rotations. Coming up, once your heart rate is normal, let's do some wrist rotations here. Rotate your wrist. You can stretch it out on the floor. So the opposite, we were continuously on this grip, है ना? तो उसका रिवर्स करेंगे तो अच्छा स्ट्रेच फील होगा. पाम जो है वो जमीन पे जाएंगे, उंगलियां आपकी घुटनों की तरफ पॉइंट करेगी. एंड लेट्स ट्राई टू ब्रिंग the palms closer to the floor. अगर ये नीचे नहीं जा रहे, you can also choose to lift up your hip away from the heel and try so. And धीरे धीरे जैसे ही आपको comfortable लगे, then you press into your heel. Hip goes to the heel, feeling a nice release in your wrist here. One more animal flow inspired move, and then we move to some asanas and some flow. तो हम मालासन तो रोज ही प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, है ना? मालासन में हम एक वेरिएशन ऐड करेंगे. Coming into a deep squat back is straight. You see my back is not like this, my back is straight and lifted. अगर आप यहाँ पे comfortably बैठ रहे हो then only proceed with the next thing. अगर आप यहाँ पे comfortable नहीं हो then I suggest maybe you can use a wall support like this. ऐसे squat, deep squat को hold कर सकते हो and maybe you can walk into this position and explore this movement. If you are here, you can also use blocks and place them to get into a nice deep squat position. Okay? अभी क्या करना है फॉर द वंस हु आर कंफर्टेबल, एकदम यहाँ पे आपने स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड है आपका ज़मीन पर, बिल्कुल बैलेंस फील हो रहा है मलासन में, तो आप मेरे साथ ये फ्लो ट्राई कीजिए. सो what we will be doing is we will lift ourselves up in how it looks like in front. I'll show you that first and then we will move to the side. So heels are grounded right now. The first thing that we do is lift off the heels. You see automatically the grip is widening, like the knees are going away from each other. So if you can balance here, agar is position mein aap balance kar sakte ho, then arms in front, and I want you to create nice length in between your hip and heel. तो hip जो है वो ऊपर push होगा like so. Maybe you can press the arms on the side and then circle it back and sitting into malasana. Ape lift, ठीक है, इसे ape position बोलते हैं. Let's try that. Heels off the floor and hands in front. Hands goes by the side, lifting the hips up. Hip is closer to the floor but away from the heel. Coming back and sitting in a deep squat again. I'll show you how it looks like from the side. Let's practice 5 more rounds of this. Okay, nice and easy. अगर आपको थोड़ा misbalance जैसा feel हो रहा है, feel free to use the body wall. Okay, ऐसे करके भी आप practice कर सकते हो. You are here into a deep squat. Chest is lifted, chest is not slouching. Heels off the floor. And then if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel कि आप गिर रहे हो, तो you can use this wall and then lift the hip off the floor. Fingers are tapping here and not like you're holding एकदम इस तरीके से, बस tap करके, and then आपको अगर stable feel हो रहा है then away from the wall. Okay, this is the wall variation. Let's do 4 more rounds away from the wall. Coming back into a nice deep squat. This is going to strengthen your legs, your ankles. All of this is getting activated in this pose. So try to practice as much as you can. Now lift your heels off the floor, hands in front and hands inside. Ape position. Coming back, coming in very controlled form. I don't want you to directly, I want you to fight the gravity and come down. Okay, lift the heels off the floor and hands in front. Lift the hips side, hands on the side, and slowly arms in front, hip goes down, sitting in malasana. One last round and we hold in the ape position for count of 3. Lift up your heels, hands in front, hands at the back, ape position. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back into a nice, well-deserved stretch. Stretch out your legs in front. You can shake off your heels here. I know heels get a lot tense when you attempt ape and malasana. I want you to let them relax. And then stretch your spine up and above. And let's fold forward, feeling a nice release into your hamstring. Focus is not to catch hold of your toes or something. I just want you to feel a nice stretch here, wherever you are. If you can hold your shins or ankles, you are welcome. You are doing amazing. No need to rush to hold here. Take your time, keeping a nice length at your back here. Now let's do 90-90 stretch and then we try some flow. heels to the floor on the right side, heels in the center, and again to the floor. Feet are wide, feet are slightly wide than your hip width distance, so adjust accordingly here. Now, from here, few of you wanted to try crow pose, and last month I got this query that why don't you teach that? So here we are. Today we shall attempt the crow pose. Again, sitting into Malasana. And so let's understand this first. अगर आपको बैलेंस अच्छा चाहिए तो सरफेस एरिया ज़्यादा चाहिए. यानी कि क्या हुआ, अगर आपकी फिंगर्स ऐसे ऐसे ज़मीन पे होगी तो इतना सरफेस एरिया नहीं क्रिएट होगा. अगर आपकी फिंगर्स ऐसे खुली होगी तो सरफेस एरिया बढ़ जाएगा. तो जब भी आप क्रो पोजिशन में हो, मेक श्योर योर फिंगर्स आर वाइड अपार्ट. ठीक है, ऐसे उंगलियों को एक दूसरे से दूर रखेंगे. ठीक है, ऐसे नहीं, ऐसे रखना है. ऐसे रखने के बाद हम क्या करेंगे, एज दो यूर ग्रिपिंग द फ्लोर, जैसे आप फ्लोर को यूं अपनी तरफ खींच रहे हो. जस्ट इमेजिन, यू कैन डू दैट, आई कैन डू दैट, बट जस्ट इमेजिन दैट यू आर ग्रिपिंग द फ्लोर टाइट, ऐसे नकल्स को बेंड करके, एंड देन वी विल ट्राई टू ग्रिप आवरसेल्व्स on the floor, and let's try to lift one leg at a time here. Sitting in a deep squat position, this is the distance we want to measure. You can see there is a nice room for me to fold forward. So, and gaze जो है वो दोनों हाथों के बीच में नहीं रहेगा, थोड़ा सामने की तरफ, एकदम ऊपर भी नहीं, because we don't want our knees, neck to hurt. मे बी मैट के एंड तक आप फोकस कर सकते हो अगर आप मैट के सेंटर वाले एरिया में हो. ठीक है, little bit away. From here, lift up the heels first, lift up the hip, and try if you can bring your knees to the armpit. See, my knees are on the armpit, and I'm just moving front and back, creating a nice room here to move in front. Just mobilize yourself here and see how you feel. Okay, coming back, and we attempt to lift one of the leg, which will be the right leg. ठीक है, राइट लेग को ऊपर करने की कोशिश करेंगे सेम पोजीशन में. अगर किसी को वॉल के साथ प्रैक्टिस करना है तो आप वॉल पे वो वाली जो पैरों का पीछे का हिस्सा है, विच इज योर फीट, वो आप वहाँ पे लगा सकते हो. आई शो यू एट द एंड. एंड keeping shoulders distance away, keeping the palm shoulder distance away here. Lift up your heel, lift up your hip, and in that momentum, I want you to lift one of the toes off the floor. See, right leg off the floor. How does it feel? If you feel comfortable, maybe you can try on the left side as well. Floor is gripped with your hand here. Keep switching the sides, making sure your hip is moving forward when you move up. See if you can lift both legs off the floor. Taking your time here. Just a gentle lift. The closer you are to the floor, the easier it is to hold. ठीक है, जितना आप जमीन के करीब रहोगे उतना ईजी है. तो लेग को एकदम ऊपर किक मत करो इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे, अगर आप स्ट्रेंथ बिल्ड कर रहे हो टू होल्ड योर सेल्फ इन क्रो. If you are comfortable and if you have nice practice of crow, then obviously you can choose to do that. Choose all the funky variations that you can try. But otherwise, closer to the floor is better. Keep trying one more time and then we shall move to the next exercise. Holding with the wide grip in your fingers, like you are just, getting a good grip of the floor here. Focusing on one point and then trying to lift up into a nice crow. Once you're done, I want you to rest in child's pose, knees to the floor, sitting in Vajrasana, and stretch your arms in front, getting into a nice and well-deserved child's pose.
You did amazing. Even if you just attempted, even if it didn't happen, you did amazing. All that matters is you trying and you showing up on this mat.
The crows, the pinchas, and the headstand will happen slowly. So be patient and keep showing up for yourself. Now, once we are done with that motivational speech, let's come to the top of the mat here. And we will be trying some flow. I'll adjust the camera a little. Yes. We will be doing a flow. We've done this flow, like half version of this flow before. So those of you who have joined earlier might be aware, but in case if you forgot, I'll guide you through it. So we will start with sitting in chair pose, Utkatasana. Hip goes at the back, knees and toes are in one line, maybe slightly ahead, not more. Hip goes back is what we want to focus on here. So arms are stretched up overhead, getting a nice length in your spine here, holding here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Now, in the same position, I want you to bring the hips closer to your heels. And once you bring the hips on the ground, I instantly want you to lift this feet off the floor. Okay? So, here, as soon as I drop my hip, I want to lift the feet off the floor and hold here in Navasana, Ardha Navasana, board pose. Maybe you have your hands in support here. आप हाथों से इसको support कर सकते हो इस तरीके से. If you feel comfortable, you can also hold in the full board position like so. वरना आप यहाँ पे भी hold कर सकते हो, जो भी comfortable लगे. Hold accordingly. We have a lot of balancing moves ahead, so feel free to choose the easy variation. Ardha Navasana for 3, for 2, and for 1. Now in the same position, we will be holding in a hollow hold. तो chest जो है वो नीचे की तरफ जाएगा, shoulders will be up and your legs are in front. It's hovering. heel जो है वो नीचे नहीं जाएगी और hollow body hold position में हम hold करेंगे. For 3, for 2, I am shaking. And 1. From here, release the body on the floor. And this is where the variation is being added. ये same flow हमने आगे try किया था, but हम इसमें कुछ और variation add करेंगे. You can make sure that पीछे की तरफ थोड़ी जगह है, क्योंकि हम यहाँ पे हलासन try करने वाले हैं. You can also choose to tuck in your t-shirts. Now you are in Savasana, staying in the same position. I want you to lift your legs in 90 degrees, like so. And palms to the floor by the side of your body. And यहाँ से हम claw जैसा shape बनाएंगे body से. I want you to try and lift your hips here, like so. Hips are up, and then see if you can bring one leg to the floor and then the other leg to the floor. You can also use your hands for support here. एक पैर नीचे जा रहा है and then दूसरा पैर नीचे जा रहा है. Once you feel ready, you can place both the feet on the floor, both the toes on the floor. Once the toes are touching the floor, only then you release your arm support from the back. जब तक आपके toes जो है वो जमीन पे point नहीं करते, don't leave your back support here. ठीक है, जब तक आपकी toes जमीन पर ना point करें. And try to straighten here, knees away from your body, knees away from your forehead. Feeling a nice stretch into the back here and straightening your knees here.
fighting the gravity. And from here, bringing the palms on the floor, palms on the back, supporting the back, and then lifting up in Sarvangasana. You can first bring the knees onto your temple and then slowly, one leg at a time, lift in Sarvanga Asana. No need to be straight here, we are doing like a flow, so feel free to have a little tilt here. Once you're done, bend the legs at the back a little and slowly bring your hips to the ground, palms to the ground. And from here, we are lifting in the boat pose. So create that momentum or maybe use the hand support. Whatever feels nice, whatever feels comfortable, let's take that. I have from here lifting with that momentum. You can use your hand to create that momentum and sitting in boat pose अर्ध नवासन. सो जब भी हम फ्लो क्रिएट करते हैं तो वी ट्राई कि सेम जो आसन से स्टार्ट किया था वही आसन से खत्म करें बिकॉज दिस वाज द सेकेंड पोजिशन, दिस विल बी द लास्ट सेकेंड पोजिशन. इसके बाद हम चेयर में आएंगे, कीपिंग द चेस्ट लिफ्टेड हियर. We will be repeating the flow for one more time. From here, feet to the floor and lift up yourself into a nice chair pose. I'll come back so that I'm not out of the frame, making sure your hips are behind, and try if you can bring your knees and hips in one line here. Arms stretch overhead for 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. How did you feel? Did you feel a little challenged? If so, then your muscles are getting activated. If you were shaking a little bit, if you were wobbly, just know that the muscles are getting activated. Your body is working hard to fight the gravity and keep showing up to get better balance. Now from here, round 2 of the same flow, we will be doing one last round and then we finish for the day today. Coming at the top of the mat here, imagine there is a nice chair at the back. Sitting in a chair position, hips goes back, arms stretch overhead, knees and hips almost in one line. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Hips to the floor. Lift up your heel, lift up your feet, and coming into Ardha Navasana, half boat pose. If you want to challenge yourself, why not try the full boat? For 3, for 2, and for 1. From here, I want you to go behind and hold in hollow body. Let's count 5 this time. 5, 4, shoulders are lifted. 3, 2, and 1. From here, release the body on the ground. We will be trying Halasana next. This is the first time we are trying the claw pose, right? In this class. So, lift your legs to 90 degrees here and supporting your back. Using the floor to push your hips up and then support your back. Okay? I want you to lift up your hips and then with the support of your hand, we can bring the feet to the opposite side on the ground. So, press into your palms, lift up your hips, support your back, and one leg at a time to the ground, right leg on the floor, left leg on the floor. Toes are just touching the ground and coming back. On the ground, right toe touches, bring it back, left toes to the ground. Now, see if you can bring both legs to the floor here. Nice and easy. Slowly, slowly, धीरे धीरे से आप दोनों टोस जो है उसको फ्लोर पे लाने की कोशिश करोगे. Maybe you have a soft bend in your knees here initially. Once you feel stable here, एकदम आपको लगे कि मैं यहाँ से अब एकदम स्टेबल मेरा फोकस है, मैं ज़्यादा हिल नहीं रही हूँ, हिल नहीं रहा हूँ, ओनली देन you can place the palms onto the floor and try straightening your legs here. Maybe you can interlace your hands and press them at the back, creating a nice length in your spine, in the back of the spine. Create lower body stretch. From here, now the subtle benefits of halasana. This is a really great introspective pose, just like the forward fold. Now from here, I want you to support your back. Bring the knees onto your temple, onto the forehead, and slowly, one leg at a time in the air, holding in Sarva Anga Asana, creating a nice length in your torso here. And then you can bend on the opposite side and then slowly palms to the floor, hips to the floor, and legs in front. Let's try the counter pose, which is fish pose, okay? Because I know कि बहुत neck के उधर tension feel हो रहा होगा, तो अभी इसका जो counter pose है, that is Matsyasana, fish pose. It will help you release any tension into your neck region. You can slide the arms underneath your body. दोनों हाथों को नीचे की तरफ स्लाइड करेंगे and lift up your neck, gaze towards your big toes and place the crown to the floor, creating a nice length into your chest, into the front of the neck. Keep sliding your arms underneath here. Opening the chest wide here. सिर का जो मध्य हिस्सा है उसको हम जमीन पे रखते हैं मत्स्य आसन में, और गले का आगे वाला जो हिस्सा है वहां पे स्ट्रेच फील होता है. अभी धीरे से लिफ्ट अप योर head, gaze towards your big toes, placing the head to the ground. Slide the palms underneath, slide the palms out, and then we will be lifting in Navasana today again to finish up the flow. So take that momentum. You can bend the feet here, ठीक है? पैरों को थोड़ा पास लेके आ जाइए तो थोड़ा मोमेंटम लेने में इजी हो जाएगा. From here, जैसे ही आप अपनी पीठ को ऊपर करोगे, फीट जो आपकी जमीन पे है वो ऊपर लाके नवासन में होल्ड करेंगे, ठीक है? So you can use your arms to build that momentum like so, and then use your hands, place them behind the shins, place them behind the inner thigh and creating a nice length in your chest here. Up starting में you will see like even I was little bit here, but then gradually I was able to pull myself. So you can use your hand support here and then coming into boat position. Maybe you have a full boat, holding here for 3, 2, and 1. And then feet to the ground, lifting up into chair pose. Hips goes behind, arms stretch overhead here. Nice length in your spine for 3, for 2, and for 1. Awesome job! We will wrap up the class now. You can be here, like fold in front to stretch out any tension that is created in this area. Wherever your body takes you, maybe you're here, maybe you're here. जहाँ पे भी आपको ठीक लगे वहाँ पे होल्ड कीजिए. I want you to release any tension at the back. From here, holding the opposite elbows here, I want you to rotate on the right side and in center. On to the left side. Maybe pulse up and down. Right, center, small pulses. Left side, closer to the floor we go. Right, center, to the left, and release. From here, let's go down the floor and let's lie down into a well-deserved Savasana here. Taking a moment to observe your body here. We will be doing few stretches before we finish the class. Then you may choose to rest in Savasana. हम कुछ और stretches करेंगे, उसके बाद क्लास को ख़त्म करेंगे और क्लास के एंड में आप Savasana में रेस्ट कर सकते हो. From here, bend the knees, feet closer to the hip, and then I want you to bring the knees closer to your chest. Give yourself a nice hug here. Maybe rotate, hop side to side here without falling. To the right, to the left. Releasing any tension at your back here. And then happy baby stretch, one of my favorite. Feet pointing to the sky, and use your palms to press the feet down and open up your hips here. Legs are wide here. You can use your palms to press the legs down and away from each other. You can also rotate side to side like a happy and cheerful baby. You can also smile and giggle like a happy baby. We all are happy babies. No tension, just all the positive vibes here. Just try to be in this present moment. And then figure 4 stretch on to the right side, hugging the left knee closer to the body here. Feeling a nice release in your hip flexors on the right side here. From here, now the same leg goes little further. एकदम ऐसे एक दूसरे के ऊपर knees है, knees एक दूसरे के ऊपर आएगी, and then the right feet goes to the floor, left feet also goes to the floor, and धीरे से फिर हम knees जो है उसको ज़मीन के close लाने की कोशिश करेंगे, making sure this elbow is on the ground. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि knees पूरा ज़मीन पे टच हो जाए, बट ये वाला जो shoulder है वो ऊपर नहीं लिफ्ट होगा. ठीक है. You want to feel a nice release at the back here. Let's switch to the opposite side. Figure 4 stretch on the right side, hugging the right knee into the body. Feeling a nice release in your inner thigh, hip joints. Stretching it out, releasing any tension, releasing any stored emotion. In fact, if you have hips can store a lot of emotions, so you can use any hip opening practice to let the emotion go, let the emotion feel lighter. Now this feet on the ground and knees goes closer to the ground. Not necessary कि knees एकदम जमीन पे चिपक जाए, but I want कि आपका जो left shoulder है वो जमीन पे touch हो रहा है, ठीक है? Nice and juicy stretch for your back here. Coming up, sitting in Sukhasana here. Fold forward. Walk your hands in front and fold forward. Maybe you can bring your forehead to the ground, or maybe you're here, you can rest like so. और अगर आप ज़्यादा रेंज है आपके पास, then you can place the forehead to the ground and rest. Releasing any tension into the body, melting in the floor. From here, coming back. Remember, balance is about staying, it's not about staying still, but it's about being in present. The more you are in present, the more you'll be able to feel balanced, not just physically on the floor or on the mat, but mentally as well. So let's try to practice more, being in present kind of a thing throughout the day. Always, if you see yourself wandering anywhere, you can come back to the box breathing practice, or you can just do some breath work, maybe a long inhale and exhale out, to feel more easy and to feel more present in the moment. From here, let's do some Om chanting to finish the class. Sitting up nice and tall, Sukhasana. Hands in Chin Mudra. Close your eyes, taking a nice deep breath in. And exhale, longer breath out. After the next inhalation, we shall do 3 Om chanting. Inhale. Inhale again. One last time, inhale. Shoulders are relaxed, spine is tall. A little smile on your face, absorbing all the positive energy, all the positive vibrations created by Om chanting. And with this beautiful calmness that you have in your mind right now, I hope you carry this forward throughout the day, throughout the week. Let's finish the class with final prayer. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. You can choose to stay in Savasana here and practice gratitude, or you can rub your palms and create some heat. Place it on your eyes, cup on the eyes, feeling that warmth on your face. And we are done. Exactly an hour we took today. So thank you very much. I would love to see your Christmas dress up photos. अगर आप comfortable हो तो आप क्रिसमस के जो ड्रेसअप में फोटोज लिए हैं वो आप शेयर कर सकते हो. यू कैन टेक अ फोटो इन मे बी ट्री पोज, मे बी क्रो पोज, जो भी आपको अच्छा लगे, मे बी बर्ड पोज, जो भी हमने आज प्रैक्टिस किया उसमें से कुछ, और मे बी अ सेल्फी. एनीथिंग इज फाइन. आई जस्ट वांट टू सी योर फेसेस post this entire exercise sadhana or whatever you wish to call that. I would love to see your faces. I would love to see your smiling faces. That's all. You can send me personally, or you can put it in the group chat, or maybe you can tag it on the stories. I would love to see them. That's all for today. Maybe in Savasana, practice some gratitude. Practice to just stay still with your mind. Practice some being in present moments. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow in the next class, which is going to be breath work for just 30 minutes, not more tomorrow. We will be doing a short class tomorrow. I would love to see you there and do some breath reset work. If you haven't followed or liked this video yet, feel free to do that. I would I would appreciate that. अगर आपने like या subscribe नहीं किया है, you can do that now. And I will see you tomorrow in the next class, 7 a.m. Goodbye.